Welcome back to another episode of Mystery Truth. I am your number one host on this show because everyone else has quit because I keep firing them. I don't know why. Maybe it's the lightning. There we go. Now I know I said that I wasn't going to do any more of these fucking liberal reactions, but there's so many. There's just so many that I have to go over them. Good morning, Dragonfly. I just feel like I should share them with the world because nothing's better than watching liberals melt down, especially if they're celebrities. But I also got some educational stuff from a young kid named Myron from in high school who decided to scold his whole class and then apparently got sent to the principal's office because he scolded the entire class and the principal was kind of butthurt, which is to be expected. Now, with that being said, we're going to start off something with a little different, a little slower. It's more of like what's the word I'm saying for dedication to veterans, PTSD survivors, and little things like that. So let's get into this first video, and then I've got a bunch of shit that we're going to go over today, and it's going to be fun. There's probably no debate stuff because I was going to have a debate one 2.5 hours or an hour and a half long, but I don't know how long this is going to go through because I typically like to take a lot of time between videos that are like 45 seconds. So without further ado, let's get into the first song. This came out Friday. It's Stax, Tom McDonald. I can't remember the name of the song. We're just going to get into it. It's weird.
I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm the one who they call when the times get hard. Yeah. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. When times get hard, I'm who they call. I'm a soldier. When my back's against the wall, I'm breaking, I won't fall. I'm a soldier. I know how it feels to be caught in the rain. Going to war in your brain when depression is staring you right in the face and anxiety's grabbing you, making you shake. But there's people depending on you to be great, so you hide all the feelings and push them away. It's too hard trying to mix it all with the pain. I'm drinking the cool off and it's all in my veins. I'm making these new songs to move on and restrain from grabbing the sword off and going to cock it and aim at these nuanced influence to people who shame the role that a man has to play as a husband, a father, a brother, a son to a servant, protecting his family's name. They laugh in your face when you try to explain or express, then tell you they love you without any loyalty, patience, or basic respect. Then expect you to smile every day while it eats in your mind and your soul, your flesh, and you work and you wither away to the day that you can't, and you're broken and nothing is left in your road and you can't even. I'm a soldier. When times get hard, I'm who they call. I'm a soldier. I'm the one who they call when my back's against the wall. I'm breaking, I won't fall. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. Job is to feed these kids, be strong, keep feelings within. My papa taught me to protect the weak. A man ain't what he got, a man is what he gives. And when he gives it all and it still ain't enough, then he's the one to blame and no one gives a shit. Never leave a man behind, we all crack and break within the hands of time. I gotta axe and grind with anybody trying to identify as a guy. If their chromosomes ain't XY, you would never understand what it's like for a man. Gotta fight with your hands, wanna cry but you can. If it's right for the fam, you will tighten your pants. Provide a romance, you would die where you stand. Gotta be a bigger man when it's time. Get judged by the money in your wallet. It's our fault.
How are you doing?
We built a world that labeled us toxic. Gotta lead and teach and keep the peace and fight the fires and be police. When a man gets tired, he don't lay down to sleep. You take all the heat, don't complain over retreats. Cold world and it's hard times, and our children inherit the land. If you think that being a boy is just picking a pronoun, you should try being a dad. You can build all the houses and fix all the cars and work till you're breaking your back. But the hardest job in the world, being a man. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. When times get hard, I'm who they call. I'm a soldier. When my back's against the wall, I'm breaking, I won't fall. I'm a soldier.
All right.
He announced today.
That was probably shouldn't have played that. Yeah, probably should have listened to the whole song first. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gonna get into a few news segments. One from Megyn Kelly, And those who don't know, Donald Trump has been already putting people into certain positions for when he takes office. One of those is a border czar named Tom Homan. I did a video on Tom months ago, not knowing who he was at the time, but this is where he was schooling the entire committee and basically let them know that they work for him as a taxpayer. And they didn't like that. He's back in charge of the border. And, Megyn Kelly is going to discuss it because why not? You could hear my perspective, but now you can hear two. So anyway, let's get to this the story. Oh, and the background, I'm going to explain that later, which also is the thumbnail. And you're going to be disgusted.
He's asked Elise Stefanik, a congresswoman from New York, from upstate New York, to become UN ambassador. You know her. She's tough as nails. She's the one who cross-examined those heads of university like Harvard and MIT and just eviscerated them, leading to all the resignations. She'll be great at the UN. That'll be fun to watch. And you've got to hear what he did on immigration. This is so good. It's so good. If you voted for Trump, you're getting dividends already. He's announced that he's going to appoint this man named Tom Homan as his border czar. That's not a position that must be confirmed. So that's good because this guy can do what he wants. Hey, if Kamala Harris can be the border czar, so can Tom Homan. He served in the first Trump administration. He was acting director then of ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement. And in his announcement, Trump said that Homan, quote, will be in charge of all deportation of illegal aliens back to their country of origin.
Oh.
Homan reacted to the news this morning on Fox. Watch.
Oh.
And look, I've seen some of these Democratic governors say they're going to stand in the way. They're going to make it hard for us. Well, a suggestion. If you're not going to help us, get the hell out of the way before we're going.
Tom, the last person who was border czar, she didn't want to be called border czar. You're proud of it, right?
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to look like a genius because when you follow failure, you can't help but succeed, right?
True.
He began his career in immigration enforcement back in 1994 as a Border Patrol agent.
I just started.
And while his career background is important, the way he fires back at these bully Democrats on this issue
he used to work in
and
the
at the
administration
media
as well
is a thing of beauty. It's truly beautiful.
Truly,
Last month, he was interviewed by 60 Minutes.
Beautiful.
Watch.
We have seen one estimate that says it would cost $88 billion to deport 1 million people a year.
A year.
I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Is that what American taxpayers should expect?
What price do you put on national security? Is that worth it?
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there is.
Listen to this.
Families can be deported together.
Amazing. In 2019, Homan took part in a hearing on Capitol Hill.
Saying.
It's so good.
I'm just saying. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Right?
About the Trump administration's border policies. He was accused by Democratic progressive congressmen of not caring about migrant children because of the color of their skin.
Whoa.
Do you understand that the consequences of separation of many children will be lifelong trauma and carried across generations? Have we not learned from the internment of Japanese Americans? Mr. Homan, I'm a father. Do you have children? How can you possibly allow this to happen under your watch? Do you not care? Is it because these children don't look like children that are around you? I don't get it.
Hey, I'm brown. Legal. All my family's legal. We support this. Does that make us, I don't know, racist? Against people of color?
Have you ever held a deceased child in your arms?
Actually, yes.
First of all, your comments are disgusting.
I've served my country. I've served my country for 34 years. I find your comments disgusting as well.
I've served my country for 34 years. And yes, I held a 5-year-old boy in my arms in back of that tractor trailer. I knelt down beside him and said a prayer for him because I knew what his last 30 minutes of his life were like. And I had a 5-year-old son at the time. What I've been trying to do my 34 years serving my nation is to save lives. So for you to sit there and insult my integrity and my love for my country and for children, that's why this whole thing needs to be fixed. And you're the member of
We
Congress.
agree on that.
Fix it. If you want to legalize illegal immigration, good luck with that, because it's going to get a hell of a lot worse on that border. If you say, well, okay, from now on, there will be no consequence, no deterrence. It's not illegal to come to this country illegally. More families would come. 31% women would be raped. More children would die. We're a nation of laws. If you don't like it, sir, change it. You're the legislator. I'm the executive branch, and I've served my country honorably for 34 years. And I will not sit here and have anybody say that I don't care about children because you're not the same color as my children.
Damn.
He is amazing. This guy's incredible. We looked into that story he referenced of the 5-year-old boy that he was talking about that he did hold in his arms. It happened back in 2003. The boy died along with 19 others after being crammed into a tractor trailer with nearly 70 other migrants in total. They were being smuggled into the United States. This is how they do it. And they suffocated to death. Some tried to claw 2 holes through the truck's foam insulation just to try to get a breath of fresh air. Per a report by the Daily Signal, at the crime scene that day, Tom Homan was there. Homan said he directed the men taking the bodies away to save the child until last, to not remove his remains until last. Because he said, quote, I couldn't deal with it because I just kept seeing my son there. And he held that little boy. And then that idiotic representative walked right into that. Have you ever held a dead child? Yes, I have. I've seen the consequences. That's what Homan was saying of your disastrous policies. I'm the one who's got to clean up the bodies. There were reports at the time about that disastrous truck stop and the deaths.
That's not even the
There were
only
at least
one, though.
62 people packed into this trailer.
We had one recently.
They were in a nearly airless,
San
heat-baked
Antonio.
container, despite the effort to get 2 holes in there so they could breathe. Most of the human cargo was male. That
Military
5-year-old boy was the youngest, but there was a girl who was 15 that day, and she actually lived. Sheriff's deputies there brought her cake and cookies. So much for the
want
evil
cake and
Border
cookies.
Patrol guys who are there not caring about the brown people,
Whoa,
like that
whoa.
representative is suggested. An
Brown.
emergency dispatcher received a 911 call from a man speaking Spanish. This is how they found out there was an emergency there in broken English at 11:42 p.m. The man was saying, we're asphyxiating. Help me, help me. We're asphyxiating. In Spanish, he said, we're in a trailer. We're illegals.
Hey, what's up, Bill? Gangbang. So, what do you want to talk about?
This is the cost of that open border that people now, like Harris and Biden, have allowed for years. And by the way, the reports now are that we can expect the immigration problem to spike over the next couple of months until Trump gets there, that the illegals see.
Yes and no, because there's also stories out there saying that these migrant caravans are like fuck, and they're breaking up and going back home. And on the same note, Mexican immigration's picking it up to where they're going to try to prevent these migrants caravans from even coming through Mexico. So it's already started.
See, this is per the Daily Wire this morning, quoting from NBC, that they're anticipating January 20th as their deadline to get into this country. So what's Joe Biden going to do about it? Because you're going to get more deaths and more rapes of young girls and more families who ultimately get separated because these drug mules, these bad actors use the children, since we're against family separation, to get across the border. And the children are exploited time and time again. Tom Homan's been on the side of the angels on this. And he's being placed back in charge, and we should all celebrate his return. In that same hearing we just showed you, he also fired back at AOC, who, as always, thought that she knew better when she questioned him about the administration's zero tolerance policy.
Mr. Homan, your name is on this. Is this correct?
Yes, I signed that memo.
So you are the author of the family separation policy.
I am not the author of this memo.
You're not the author, but you signed the memo.
Yes, a zero tolerance memo.
And so the recommendation Of the many that you recommended family separation,
I recommend 0 tolerance.
which includes family separation.
The same as is with every U.S. citizen parent gets arrested when they're with a child.
Ouch.
0 tolerance was interpreted as the policy that separated children from their
If I get arrested for DUI and I have a young child in the car, I'm going to be separated. When I was a police officer in New York and I arrested a father for domestic violence, I separated that father
Mr.
from his
Holman, with
family.
all due respect, legal asylees are not charged with any crime.
When you're in the
They're
country
legal.
illegally, it's violation 8 United States Code 1325.
Seeking asylum is legal.
If you want to seek asylum and go
What's up,
through the
bad
port
guy?
of entry, do it the legal way.
He's incredible. He's incredible, isn't he?
Come
My
on,
God.
Get to PayPal. PayPal.
The EJs are back with me
JPal.
now, Emily and Eliana.
No,
I
do
don't
the JPal. I don't care about what they have to
case.
say.
He's deputy assistant. What is he, Steve? Glossing over his official title.
Oh, cocksucker.
Deputy chief of staff for policy on
They forgot the good part. Of course. What would you expect? What would you expect for women?
And after
I'm not misogynist at all.
Women was announced as border czar, we heard all these sound bites of him on every channel over the last few days. It reminds us of what we used to hear about the border and all the wives of the border agents when they were panicking about their husbands and their safety. You always mention, Lawrence, about them being accused of whipping the
whipping
migrants.
game.
The
and
whipping
that
was
turned
actually
out to be
not
false.
true.
So let's play a flashback of what the women used to say and then get to the positive story about what's happening at the border now. Listen to this.
Seeing the frustration on the faces of our agents when they come home and feeling helpless because there's no way to comfort them. You know, our Border Patrol agents are doing an outstanding job managing this humanitarian crisis, but they are frustrated because no matter how good they do, the migrant flow doesn't stop. And, you know, the border security mission is being completely neglected because there seems to be no light at the end of the tunnel. And talking to my Border Patrol family, I don't like how our agents are being unfairly labeled because people with a political agenda are calling our loved ones horrible names or accusing them of not doing their job.
It has become too much.
I would walk
It's
500
overwhelming, and our agents have
miles,
been completely
and then
demoralized
I
under
walk
this administration.
500.
We have lost so many good agents that have taken early retirement and just opted out or left the patrol altogether instead of dealing with this for one more day.
It's a year ago.
Inexcusable, and it's a complete disregard of the responsibilities for this president.
Tom Homan said he had to shut off his phone because so many people want to come back to the job. Right. So many people want a job.
Just remember, John said that he'd do this job for free if Trump got reelected. I don't think that's going to be true.
Back to ICE, but what about the men and women who are working the patrol? These are some of the texts that Bill Melugin got. He said morale is super high, especially with the Homan news, too. This from another agent, ecstatic to go to work. Morale is even higher than the first time he won. Another, oh, dude, people who are going to retire are not. Everyone is happy. So that is just unbelievable. And the thing that you point out when you go there is that it's the middle of nowhere. Yeah. And then I ask people where they live because to get a hotel in that area, usually rundown hotels, not the nicest. So I go, you know, I'm looking in the area, not the greatest area. You have a choice. You bring your family to an area which is not a lot of population, small towns, not a lot to do. Right. Or you leave your family at a major metropolis and you have to stay there during the week and you come back on the weekends. And then if you go to work, you're not being supported. And then you worry about your life. Right. And then you spend all day changing diapers and telling people, you know, they got a cold and getting them Robitussin.
Brian,
I just say that's the problem.
That is the real point that you just made. They've been changing diapers. They've been doing processing. This is law enforcement. They want to go after bad guys. They want to be able to go after, they want to chase after people, lock people up that are a threat to our country, and they haven't been able to do that. And so the text messages that I've been receiving from guys that I know there are excited that they get to actually work again.
Right, so because the handcuffs are being taken off. And in fact, Fox News Digital spoke to Paul Perez, who is the National Border Patrol Council president, and he said that the agents are so excited that they're going to be able to do the jobs they signed up for that they have not been able to do over the last 4 years. A number of people who put in their retirement papers asked for the papers back. They want to stick around. And of course, the Department of Homeland Security has got a lot of openings, and so they're going to take them back. The other thing is he also said that given the fact going forward that Donald Trump has made it very clear that he's got the back of the men and women of Border Patrol, this is going to help with recruiting.
Shit,
so it's going to be so much easier to get quality people to work our southern border because they are now allowed to do their jobs.
Yeah, that's what
that
he
could
told
be a good
Fox
one.
Digital. It's so exciting. Think about how positive that is for our law enforcement individuals. They don't make a lot of money. They put their lives.
See? Matt knows about the thumbnail.
On the line, and now they're getting support from the president.
They need rapid processing. I hope they call Henry Cuellar. He's dying to work for somebody. Yeah. And all these people that ran ads, I'm going to be tough on the border, Laura Gillen and the others, these Democrats, Tom Suozzi. All right, go work with them. And don't be a block, right? Don't be a block. Go ahead and fulfill the ads that got you the position, because most of you kept your positions because you ran like Republicans.
I thought the liberals who voted for Trump down in Texas were misogynists.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
It had nothing to do with the border.
Well, he did flip a couple of districts down there.
The last thing I would say on this, those in the media that are concerned about due process.
Now they're just bullshitting. Let's see, what do we have up next? Yeah, I guess I could do this music. All right, so this is going to be a music break because everything else we're going to just get into, and it's going to be fast and furious or slow and methodical. Depends on how I really want to do this. But go get yourself a cup of coffee because we know it's still early in the morning. Bad guy, actually, you probably should go to bed. Just listen to my voice. It's very soothing. Everyone else, see you in, where the fuck is it? 3 minutes, 19 seconds.
Hey, listen, man. I don't really know how to say this other than to just say it. I am not a political rapper. I'm a citizen of this country. Last few years, unless you've been living under a rock, haven't exactly been normal. All I did on a handful of songs is express that. And if that helps you, like it helped me to get it off my chest, amen. But don't put me in no box, man. Yeah, Biden's still a bitch, that ain't never changing. Presidents in bed with Satan, while we living in the book of Revelation. I ain't preaching, I'm just saying. Don't care how much bread I'm making. My freedom of speech a right that nobody is ever taking. Tato was a hit, and I'm grateful people rocking with it. But when I read it, all I was trying to do is vent and didn't think that I was penning something that would soon become the song that's mentioned every time they mention my name in a sentence. Okay, listen, I got 5 albums out, and I'm working on my 6th, and like 99% ain't about me dissing presidents. So as much as I appreciate all of the compliments about accomplishments, I'm not impressed by clout I got from politics. That record got me recognized, no problem, I'll acknowledge it. Blue state turning blue in the face, waiting for my apology. But honestly, I'm so sick and tired of these corny wannabe MCs who now put me in lanes that I don't wanna be and screaming. Yeah, so let's do it again, but this time around, baby, I don't mean our president. I said it with my chest. I ain't taking back a lyric, just taking it back the legs, cause I'm getting tired of hearing Dictator was a hit. Boy, he hit it on the money, yeah, but he loved it in that song Trump 2020. I put in 20 years, grinding every day to make it hit. So I ain't letting Dictator dictate my whole career. Look, got about 90 songs out and 90% ain't about politics, but somebody keep putting me in boxes I don't fit. And I admit that I ain't the type to shy away from controversy, just like I ain't shy about my face, so may God have mercy. May God have mercy. I'm my soul, if anything I've ever said has ever let anyone down a path that isn't heaven set. Lord, I repent. I never said that Trump was perfect, I just think that Biden's evil. First day he said unity, every day since dividing people. I don't need to tell you that though, cause it's everywhere you look. I wear the fun of media, and you would swear I'm wearing hoods. The looks I get like I'm the problem, just cause I call out the problem. But evil ain't gonna stop it, good people do nothing about it. How about we all come together, recognize we one together, cause the greatest dynasties are always teams that won together. But whatever, what I know, I'm just another guy who just spoke his mind and numbers didn't lie. Dictator was a hit, so let's do it again. But this time around, baby, I don't mean our president. I said it with my chest. I ain't taking back a lyric, just taking it back the legs, cause I'm getting tired of hearing Dictator was a hit. Boy, he hit it on the money, yeah, but he loved it in that song Trump 2020. I put in 20 years, grinding every day to make it hit. So I ain't letting Dictator dictate my whole career. Yeah, don't put me in no little niche genre. I don't fit in one. I'm a hip-hop artist, period. I'll talk about...
Well, that was fun. All right, let's get into our first video. This is actually from Terrence Williams, so he's going to throw in his little bit of commentary, which makes this video so much better because when we're watching these videos, I'm going to make fun of these motherfuckers as well. And it's not because they're women. I'm pretty sure there's some, I don't think there's any men in there. It's just weird because now we know who the real crazy ones are.
We pass a law that requires anyone who voted for that orange piece of shit to wear their Trump hat 24/7.
Oh.
Because conservatives are dangerous.
All right.
For anyone.
Is it like the Scarlet Letter? Oh.
Who isn't white, Christian, or male. Completely dangerous. Like dynamite waiting to go off in your hand. So I think we should all get a public service
Girl. Okay, well, first of all, I will gladly, happily wear my hat. I think I wear my hat 24/7 anyway. So that's not a problem. Y'all, I am loving these meltdowns. Loving these meltdowns, okay?
Dude, they're
actually
never ending.
Can the Kamala Harris supporters wear a hat every day so we can know who to stay away from?
Just look at the blue
because
hair.
they the ones over
people.
here acting cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. We ain't doing nothing to nobody. Trump supporters are not doing anything. We're not bothering anybody. We just celebrating and having a good time. But the fact that we over here having fun and loving our country, we dangerous?
Yeah, you're dangerous and racist.
Girl, bye.
You're racist, bro.
Hello, what's going on?
Why did this end up in front of that? Okay, that was not supposed to be there, guys. Hold on a second. All right. Now, we'll get into the retarded people in a minute. But right now, what we're going to do is we're going to get into the retarded celebrities.
And Sharon Stone, Ashley Judd,
Not
Tommy Lee.
saying that we don't have retarded people in this world, because that would be mean, and people would be really mad if I just kept saying the word retard. Because what if I'm saying retard and I'm talking about not being able to catch on fire? Not like the retard in the traditional. You seen my baseball? That kind of retard. Then again, that might be the one I'm referring to after all. I don't know who this bitch is, but why is she crying? And the cheering that she's crying? That could be a good thing.
In the background. And a lot of people were asking, but what was Harris doing? What was Harris doing? And I know for a fact that she just didn't have much power last year. I feel like they kept her a lot in the background last year.
So we know. Beyonce got paid $10 million. We know that Oprah got paid $1 million. We now know that booty twerker, what's-her-face, got paid $5 million by the Harris campaign. How much did Cardi get paid?
And
fragile little snowflake. What a blowhard. He's a blowhard and a
yes,
snowflake.
They
He's
are,
a blowflake
Yeti.
Is what he is. He should change the hats to say "Make America Wine Again." It's more than half of this country voted for the criminal. Still trying to figure out what happened.
You know what's funny?
Because I got one more
thinking about this. Liberals start crying, right? What happened if Kamala won? You just have a bunch of angry motherfuckers showing up to work the next day. Oh, whoops.
fucking cigarette in me before I start lighting your asses up. Alright? And that's word to the United States of motherfucking America. Yeah.
What if I told you that the Hollywood celebrity era is officially over? Yes, you heard that right. As not only just Hollywood celebrities, but a list of celebrities starting from Taylor Swift, Eminem, Lady Gaga, Scarlett Johansson, Chrissy Teigen, Cardi B, and Kerry Washington, who went all out to support Kamala Harris, are facing a reality check. And many of these celebrities even said they would leave the country if Donald Trump become president. So it's time, guys. as Donald Trump has won the 2024 presidential election. And now, as reality hits, we're seeing one of the most epic series of celebrity meltdowns ever that go far beyond anything we've seen before. They're calling Americans traitors, failures, and even animals for supporting someone they label as
I'm a
fascist.
failure.
And some of
Alright.
them even gone as far as cursing the very country that made them stars. So get ready, because we've compiled the most outrageous,
Yo,
the most
Taylor Swift made $1
cringeworthy,
billion
and the most
plus
hilarious
for
celebrity
Shut the fuck
meltdowns.
up.
Without further ado, let's dive into these. First up, we have comedian star Jimmy Kimmel, who has been vocal in his support of Kamala Harris and always been
No, it's
strong
funny.
critic
This
of
guy
Donald
went
Trump.
from the Man Show, right? Yeah, Yeti. When I saw Carrie like a week or two ago, I was like, man, that fucking blows. Man Show. Those that remember Man Show on Spike TV? Mm-hmm.
Trump. In his emotional monologue on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Kimmel described the election night as a terrible night for various groups, including women, children, immigrants, as well as for values such as healthcare, justice, and free speech. Kimmel also mocked Trump's return to power.
Night last night. It was a terrible night for women, for children, for the hundreds of thousands of hardworking immigrants who make this country go.
Never mind the millions of vets. Because they're hard workers. Just kidding. Some of them live on the streets just asking for money for booze.
For healthcare, for our climate, for science, for journalism, for justice, for free speech. It was a terrible night for poor people, for the middle class, for seniors who rely on Social Security, for our allies in Ukraine, for NATO, for the truth and democracy and decency. And it was a terrible night for everyone who voted against him. And guess what? It was a bad night for everyone who voted for him, too. You just don't realize it yet.
Comedy
And the internet is all over his statements where one commented, "If it's that painful for you, Jimmy, I recommend that you leave the country forever. I hear Iran is hiring comedians. And seriously, I do not understand Jimmy Kimmel cries over Ukraine because Trump won, despite the fact that Trump single-handedly ended the war already. And it is
You're
more
right.
shocking if we think this is coming from a guy who did multiple blackface skits and co-hosted a misogynistic television show called The Man Show.
He
Another
did
singer,
blackface. This motherfucker didn't do just blackface. He did black body.
Billie Eilish reacted on to
They
Donald
don't
Trump
have
election,
to.
stating someone who hates women is about to be president. Before starting the song, she stated,
You know, I've dealt with some stuff myself, and I have been taken advantage of, and I have been, my boundaries were crossed, to say it politely, and now a person who is a convicted, so many things.
Convicted of so many. Oh wow, she's literally clutching her pearls. Convicted of so many things. Judge Merchan is in court today, and they're talking about whether or not he's going to continue or just drop the case altogether. And the conviction? Well, what conviction?
Predator, let's say that. God, my heart is beating fast. Someone who hates women so deeply is about to be the president of the United States of America.
and she even said this song is for all the women out here. I love you, I support. Like what celebrities are making agenda of the woman. Like women now are truly unsafe. And now let's not forget these celebrities pledging to leave U.S. is Trump one. And it's time to see when these celebrities are leaving or just blabbering.
Show the list.
Tate took Twitter and list all celebrities who said to leave country if Trump won.
In fact, I have a long list here of all the people who said they were going to leave America if Trump wins.
Dude, I should start doing my stream shirtless.
Let's read out all these names. There we go. Alec Baldwin. This is the list of people who said they're going to leave the country if Trump wins. And of course, they were all lying. They're going to stay exactly where they are because they're fucking retards. Whoopi Goldberg, John Legend, Chrissy Teigen, Rob Reiner, Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton, Tom Hanks, Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, Bill Gates, Jane Fonda, Madonna, Mark Ruffalo, Kim Kardashian,
censored
Hunter
it.
Biden, Robert De Niro, Miley Cyrus, Travis Kelce, Bobby Altoff, Rashida Tlaib, Stormy Daniels, Anthony Fauci, Eminem, Ellen, Sean Penn, Sharon Stone, Ashley Judd, Tommy Lee, Bryan Cranston, Billy Joe Armstrong.
So we have Alec Baldwin, Whoopi Goldberg, John Legend, Chrissy Teigen, Rob Reiner, Barbara Streisand Cher, Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton, Megan Rapinoe, Tom Hanks, Amy Schumer, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC, Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, Bill Gates, Jane Fonda, Madonna, Mark Ruffalo, Kim Kardashian, Bruce Springsteen, George Clooney, Hunter Biden, Oprah, Robert De Niro, Samuel L. Jackson, Miley Cyrus, Bono, Travis Kelce, Bobby Althoff, Rashida Tlaib.
Yeah,
Stormy
they were
Daniels,
all on debit cards.
Anthony
That's
Fauci,
why
George Soros.
Adam said the debit cards will be canceled and no longer be renewed. Oh, yeah, Mark Ruffalo's been huge about saying, anti-Trump and leaving the country. So we'll see. Where are they going to film The Incredible Hulk now? Belize?
Eminem, Elon, Sean Penn, Sharon Stone, Ashley Judd, Tommy Lee, Bryan Cranston, Billy Joe Armstrong.
Oh, no.
But all for fun. But seriously, aren't these celebrities even thinking, or they're busy in parties? You guys know what I mean. But on serious note, U.S. under Trump presidency is so much better than Kamala Party, as his inflation was relatively low during Trump's presidency, with prices rising by approximately only 5% over his term. Rather, under Biden, inflation surged, reaching over 19% since he took office. Now coming back to celebrity reactions. Next up, NBA superstar Angel Reese, who made a number of tweets after realizing Trump won the elections. She started off with tweeting, "As a woman, I'm heartbroken for us all," then further said, "God is the best author and the best finisher. I'm just going to pray on this and think positive." Another tweet say, "I'm so disappointed in America. Some of you just couldn't selfishly put your pride aside, huh?" And even reposted Kamala Harris post, showing her full support to Harris. Next up, we have Clout Queen, who came on stage last week and gave a speech supporting Kamala, which is not more than a comedy show itself, as her teleprompter was broken, and she had no idea what to do for over a minute until someone ran on the stage to give her a phone to read off.
I think she got paid at least a couple million for this, too.
Somebody save me.
Okay. So I don't take lightly the call. Sorry, guys. I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, you're not nervous. You're
I'm a little nervous, guys.
People
I've been
filming
waiting for
million
this
people
moment
all the
this whole
fucking time,
my
Lisa.
whole life.
You've been waiting for this moment your
I need
whole
patience
life,
over
man.
here.
Is that when you were judging men and women?
Patience, where are you, girl? I need patience over here.
Yeah. Dumbass.
Hold on. How you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good. Pretty good. But I would know how to play this time.
How you guys doing tonight?
You've already
Are
asked
we
me.
ready to make history?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We
Are
made
we
history.
ready to make history?
Yeah.
Are we ready to change these 4 years? No. Are we ready to change the next 8 years? Because we're going to make sure we have Kamala Harris
Well,
in
I'm
office
going
for
to the
8
next
years.
12 years. Probably 16.
Thank you. I believe her when she says, under her, buying eggs and milk won't break the bank. Because she's going to pass a ban on price gouging on groceries. And she told me that in my face.
Oh.
So she better not lie to me in my face.
Yeah, I don't think she even got to him.
And now after Trump won, she posted, "No need to nasty. You'll pick your winner. All we can do is be hopeful and wish the best." Before Kamala joined the race, we knew how this country is set up and what was probably going to happen, but it was so inspiring how she fought and changed so many minds, including mine. She further wrote, to Vice President
I was
Kamala,
thinking, maybe she did really change people's minds to realizing the Democratic Party was really not the party of peace.
no matter what they've said to bring you down or belittle your run for presidency, they can never say you didn't run your race with honesty and with integrity. You really put up a fight against all the odds that were already stacked against you. You never accepted defeat as an option, which says so much about your strength and about your heart. You really wanted better for all of us. This may not mean much, but I am so proud of you. No one has ever made me change my mind, and you did. I never thought I would see the day that a woman of color would be running for the President of the United States, but you have showed my daughters and...
Not the first woman of color to run for President of the United States, but okay.
Women across the country that anything is possible. Thank you for being an example. Thank you for being empowered. Thank you for being a real example of what the American dream should be. After getting huge backlash after this, she posted another video.
Hey, so listen, I'm gonna let y'all know this right now, okay? So you little Trumpets, like, y'all won. I know y'all happy, whatever the fuck. Ain't nobody acting like bitter losers. However, y'all need to leave me the fuck alone. Because I got one more fucking cigarette in me before I start lighting your asses up. Alright? And that's where to the United States of motherfucking America. Yeah.
It does not stop here. She has some more to say on Insta Live.
Votes at this time. That means he needs 23 more.
Paid to say this shit.
Pennsylvania has 19 electoral votes. Michigan has 15.
No matter what, I know that she's probably emotional right now. I know there's probably a lot going on in her mind, and I know she's not listening to this, but she eventually will see it. I just hope that she knows that no matter what happens tonight, that millions of people are proud of her. I'm proud of her. Women around the world are proud of her.
No, they're not.
Women of color are proud of her.
No, they're not.
And, you know, I'm not even going, y'all know how I felt in the beginning of the year. I did not want to vote for nobody. She changed my mind.
Are you
she was
reading off
very
your phone
honest.
again?
I feel like she said the things that I wanted to hear. When I look at her in her face and when she was talking to me, I really felt like she was very genuine. I feel like she was not playing no games. And
look at the camera.
I'm sad. I hate. I don't know. I'm just really.
Now see,
annoyed.
no script.
I'm really annoyed. So we've been watching like hours now. I haven't even recorded yet. Like, we just been watching for hours. I see that Kamala didn't come out to talk at Howard, and
Didn't come out to talk.
as strong as she is, no matter what, I know that she's probably emotional right now.
Can you imagine, like, the after party she was planning on having? Not her, but Kamala Harris. And the amount of wine that was going to be there. Champagne and what stuff. Now she got to drink it all by herself.
There's probably a lot going on in her mind, and I know she's not listening to this, but she eventually will see it.
No, she won't.
I just hope that she knows that no matter what happens tonight, that millions of people are proud of her. I'm proud of her. Women around the world are proud of her. Women of color are proud of her. And elections.
I didn't realize this cocksucker was going to go.
And
warrior to champion them. But now with Trump winning, there's no sign of Taylor reacting, at least not on social media. Some fans think she's probably upset, especially after working so hard to get people to vote for Kamala Harris. It's clear Taylor has been invested in this election and wanted to see Harris win. Another
plot twist. That plane that flew over the Taylor Swift concert was actually paid for by Taylor Swift. I'm just going to run with it.
Rapper who likes to be in controversy and did not leave chance here. As she said, she lied after showing her support to Kamala, and this drama does not stop here, as she posted the photo on X showing ballot papers showing she actually voted for Donald Trump. Another celebrity commented Christina Applegate on Twitter, "Please unfollow me if you voted against female rights and disability rights," whereas clearly pointing out and further wrote what people Didi was unreal. Aubrey O'Day tweeted, "The only thing that America hates more than a sexist, racist rapist is a woman." Lily Reinhart tweeted, "My heart absolutely breaks for these women. I believe you, and I am so sorry." NBA star LeBron James, who called Harris the clear choice for president, posted a photo with his daughter with a promise stating to protect her daughter. Another political leader, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, posted.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Taking a minute or two to let you all hop on. Hey, everybody. It's Alexandria here, Alex. Hope y'all are hanging in there. I would ask how you're doing, but
You're so excited
I think
that
a lot of us,
Trump won. Look at her face.
especially, I kind of posted something similar to that question in my Q&As earlier, and
Yeah.
a lot of people are feeling
You don't
very
look
similar
at all.
things. People, like you said, yeah, feel free to drop how you're feeling in the chat. A lot of people saying they're not okay.
Your boyfriend's white, so he probably
Hey,
voted Trump.
heartbroken. A lot of people are scared. And just want to hop on, and I want to talk with you all about a lot of different things. And about, where we move forward from here, what we've just experienced, what our thoughts on this are.
Right. What are you reading?
And what's next for all of us ahead.
Freedom.
I guess I'll start with a little bit of the lay of the land here.
All right.
Linda Sarsour saying, we got this. That's right. We
Well,
do.
it's kinda
We have
hard to
no
say you
choice.
got this when it's
And I'll get to that in a minute. But very quickly here, lay of the land.
right.
As we know, Donald Trump won the presidency.
Yeah, I was there.
Vice President Harris conceded the race today. She called President-elect Trump to concede the race personally and underscored the importance of a peaceful transition of power, and that she was committed to that. And also underscored the importance and the truth that we do not pledge to any individual or any office, but we pledge our oaths to the Constitution of the United States.
America against all enemies, domestic.
Now, in terms of everything else, as we know, Donald Trump won the presidency. Republican Party has won the Senate. And the U.S. House of Representatives has still not been called. As of this morning, I believe there were over 50 races that were still
There's one that
outstanding.
hasn't been called yet. It's because that stupid son of a bitch from Pennsylvania already lost. There's no road to victory, and he still hasn't conceded. Sounds like an election denier to me.
So neither party has officially declared or has been officially declared as having the House majority.
And now let's talk about latest Hollywood, another failed attempt at politics. A bizarre,
You've already seen
that.
Trump. There and actually do a Donald Trump Kennedy and
why?
I'm not voting for Donald Trump. I'm voting for Donald Trump and Bobby Kennedy and Tulsi Gabbard and Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk and JD Vance and everyone else that they're going to bring in this team, this Avengers, this Voltron, whatever you want to call it. And they're going to get in there and actually do what Donald Trump said he was going to do the first time, which is drain the swamp. And he has admitted that he couldn't do it and he didn't do it because he didn't know what he was doing. He didn't even think he was going to win the first time. And he had no time for his transition team. And then it was loaded with a bunch of sycophants and horrible people that were the swamp monsters that Bobby Kennedy has very accurately pointed out. And so now they're privately funding. I love this, that Trump is privately funding his own transition team, not waiting for the government. So they are ready to go and they are not compromised. That is the government that I want. That is something. Bobby is 100%. He and Tulsi are going to be let loose to be the bulldogs that we need to hold people to account. And by the way, and they will do it fairly. They will do it civilly. They will do it in love. I've sat with both of them. They are incredibly wonderful human people.
The Hollywood elite who seem to think their influence is way bigger than it is. So, what did they do? They jumped on a Zoom call to make a campaign ad for Kamala Harris, each looking more exhausted than the next. It was supposed to be inspirational, but the internet took one look and said, absolutely not. This was a desperate attempt to rally for Kamala that instead got roasted beyond recognition.
Hi, you guys. Hi, Avengers.
Hey, Scarlett.
Jumping on the call.
On that thing. How about get out with together? Did I sound enough like her?
Hey, you sound like a fucking...
It's a playing script from a bad movie. No wonder they turn off the comments. And they're not just losing fans. Even celebrities like them fails and got badly lashed out at elections where Trump win made all of them quiet. Now, it's honestly wild to see the depth of celebrity endorsements. If we deeply think some of the biggest names in Hollywood, like Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, and Beyonce.
All right, enough of their fucking foolishness. Now let's get into the world of social media. Well, kinda. Alex Jones. Guess we got a first one up in the chute is Alex Jones. And it doesn't look like Alex Jones plans on going anywhere. Wait, is this the wrong Alex Jones one? Hold on. I know there's two of them. I thought they were one and the same. Oh, okay. So I didn't get the Alex Jones video. Moving on. Now let's get into some more retards. I bet you the electric clipper companies have been making money, especially with did they get the hair clippers from like the store, like Walmart, Kmart, if the last one closed, Target, or did they get it from Petco, PetSmart, you know?
I have a sad story to tell you. It may hurt your feelings a bit. Last night when I walked into my bathroom, I stepped in a big pile of shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen.
It looked like we're watching Spikes.
I think I'll break off with my girlfriend. Her antics are queer, I'll admit. Each time I say, darling, I love you, she tells me that I'm full of shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen.
And all the things that the patriarchy wants us to be. Clearly, they don't give a shit about us.
Our baby fell out of the window. You think that her head would be split. But good luck was with her that morning. She fell in a barrel of shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen.
Oh, Alex Jones Network. You mean Alex Jones is not going bankrupt? Remember, he has to sell InfoWars, which he's going to sell InfoWars because he has no choice. But he's got backup plan after backup plan after backup plan with plenty of sponsors to help him out with it so far. Okay. All right, the birth control one. So this lady, I don't know, like, what went through her fucking mind, but she's definitely, by judging by this video, she's got to be a fucking clout chaser. Because there's no fucking way she literally said this and thought it was right.
Well, it's happening. The family wants to know what I'm doing for the holidays. I'm going to be here with my dogs and my daughter, who is of childbearing age and now has to get an IUD at 17 years old. And I'm going to be here with my son, who is a political target. And that should really tell you all you need to know about why I'm not going to be hanging out with y'all for the holidays. So fuck off. Choke on your turkey. Bye. Well, it's happening. The family.
But your daughter has a choice whether or not to get an IUD, especially at 17 years old. I think at that point, you know, it's the decisions on her. Birth control. Pills. What's wrong with that? Why do you have to get a fucking ID? Why are you advocating for your 17-year-old daughter to get pregnant and or have an abortion? That doesn't make any sense to me, but I guess it does because I'm retarded. All right. You know, when I originally saw the couple of seconds of this, I wasn't sure if this was an actual Asian woman or an Asian man. And the more I look at it, definitely looks like a Korean man.
So I went grocery shopping last night and I ran into one of my son's teachers. He's a good friend of mine. And I said, keep your ears open in the hallways. Because my son came home upset because he said that there's students that are going around calling black students the N-word.
All right, for those of you who don't know what the N-word is, I'm not sure if they're like saying nigga. Because, you know, people are just going to say anybody that's not a person of color saying that's racist. Or they were literally saying nigger. I don't really know. Because this is a third-hand observation.
But also calling them slaves. They're also saying racist things towards my son.
Gook.
And they're also harassing little girls, saying your body, my choice. Where does that come from?
Now I don't believe this fucking story. Your body, my choice. They're saying this in school? What grade is your son in?
And he wasn't surprised. He said, have him get me a name. Just one name. Because the principal is not messing around with this. He said that 7 kids, 7, have already been suspended for 10 days.
Oh, 10 days. I don't believe that either.
These are 6, 7.
How the fuck do you get suspended from school for 10 days? We were getting fight in the school. It was 5 days out of school suspension, and then 5 days in school suspension. 10 days? Maybe that's what they meant.
8th graders. And then his wife.
Oh.
These are 6th, 7th, and 8th graders.
Middle school kids. Middle school kids.
And then his wife also works in the schools and says her kindergartners. She's hearing the same rhetoric.
Oh shit. Kindergartners are walking around calling people Nazis. Nazis. And niggers. Kindergartners. Yeah, because you heard that from somebody else who's probably just as liberal as you. And they're probably going to put it on TikTok if it's really fucking happening. Right? Right.
From 5 and 6-year-olds. Elections have consequences, people. And parents, you need to do the right thing and teach your kids that hate has no place in this world. And teach them how to defend themselves and how to stand up for others when they are being mistreated.
What's up with this stupid
This is just
music?
the beginning, and it's going to get worse. The fact that a large majority of this country doesn't realize this country is still rooted in deep racism,
It's not, though.
misogyny, hate, bigotry, homophobia.
Welcome to the free world.
It's mind-blowing to me. Because all of the true colors are coming out now.
Right.
So if you didn't see it before,
Right.
pay attention. This wasn't about the economy.
Oh.
This is about people's hatred.
Oh.
For people that don't look like them.
Right. This is my hatred for all you white liberals because you don't look like me. That's why I voted for Trump. These fucking people are delusional. She's got a kid. And I'm assuming this kid's probably trans now. Now that I think about it, because she's the kind of person who's like, oh, I'm doing things like this for just social justice. She's just as bad as those white liberal moms who saying that their son's their daughter and they felt like they were their daughter since they were in the 2nd grade or 2 years old. They made the decision when 2 years old that they were the wrong gender. All right. This lady's basically saying we need to keep the illegals here because they're cheap slave labor. Oh, whoa. Can't say that. She's a liberal. They don't believe in slavery unless they believe it's going to happen now to all black people because they're saying it in middle school. They're saying it in kindergarten.
So your lawn maintenance is about to skyrocket.
First of all, false. The guy that does my lawn maintenance is a white guy.
Because 90% of workers in the lawn maintenance industry, they come from Mexico. And whether they're here legally or not, Stephen Miller, who Trump's going to put in charge of his mass deportation.
See what they don't. I'm gonna play it back. Actually, I'm not gonna play it back. Legal or not, they're not deporting legal because they're not illegal. Why would they deport people that actually went through the process and got approved, got vetted, and all that special good stuff? I'm sorry. Stay inside your bubble. Enjoy your ski trip to Aspen next weekend.
Deportation project is going to deport them. They're also going to deport people who are naturalized citizens. These are jobs that Americans will not do, okay? American families are not letting their young adults work in the lawn maintenance industry. These companies may be owned by Americans, but their employees are from Mexico. So not only will it be harder to find a company, the prices are going to double and triple. And this is going to affect a lot of other industries. It's going to affect our food supply and the housing industry because I don't know if you know this, but there's not a lot of Americans lining up to haul cement in and out of buildings.
Actually, there are.
So, good luck.
There really are. Those are good paying jobs. Why do you think people do it for so long? And they're unionized, unfortunately. It's all right. You know, when you come from money and you're the hierarchy, you're the top of the top and you're superior to everyone else because you were born white. That's a mentality. That's taught. It really is. Oh, fuck me. God damn it. I hope y'all haven't eaten breakfast yet because I don't want you to throw up. Just by the look of this one, I just got that look like, fuck me. Why am I going to even play this? Because you need to see the insanity that is out there in our world today. And it's still being allowed. And they're trying to push it more and more. I wonder how it's going to work for the next 4 years. It's still freedom of speech. Yes. Drag queens, great. Drag queens reading kids' stories? No. Inviting kids to drag queen fucking clubs? No.
If you're queer and your family voted for Trump like mine did, hi, hello, I'm your mother now. Just checking in. Have you drank water today? Did you eat? Did you take your meds? Did you breathe? Are you breathing? You gotta breathe.
Hey, Trump says breathing's good for your life.
Breathe in your belly, babe. Let's take a breath together, okay? Ready? Inhale through the nose. Hold. Exhale through the mouth.
Nigga, if you're talking, you're not holding it.
Let your breath ground you. You are alive, babes, and I love you so much. If you're queer and your family voted for Trump...
I hope you choke on some lipstick or something, you little faggot. I didn't say die. I just said choke. See? I'm not that bad. I don't wish death upon you, but I hope they choke you. But then again, you may or may not like that. So what if someone did a social experiment and did 2 different posts, one being pro-Trump, one being pro-Harris, and then what will be the difference in responses to what he gets being a black man? Well, somebody actually...
that you may have a...
Let's see what his response was, and let's see if it fits the narrative that the Democratic Party is a party of unity and peace.
Made 2 separate videos.
Is that what you really said? Because that would be awesome. And that would be, I'm sorry that, they couldn't understand what you are. I mean, it's not like you're wearing a lapel pin saying, yes, I'm he, her, she, shimmer.
Videos before the election. One of the videos said I was going to vote for Kamala Harris. The other video said I was going to vote for Donald Trump. And I just wanted to see the mixed reactions from people and how people would react, because I do a lot of work from my hometown, do a lot of work from my community. I work with young boys. And I never said who I was voting for. But I made those two videos because I want to show people how they are in reality. I made the Donald Trump video and I made the Kamala Harris video. Under the Kamala Harris video, you definitely had some Trump supporters like, well, we understand that you may have a different opinion or whatever, but we still support what you do. Maybe you'll wake up one day, etc., etc. Things like that. It wasn't nothing vile, wasn't no bad comments or nothing. I made the Donald Trump video. I got people that unfollowed me. I got people saying they can't support nothing I do no more. I got folk calling me all types of names, etc., etc. But what's crazy is all of the Kamala Harris supporters have become what they accuse Trump supporters of being. When you say you support Donald Trump, y'all be ready to kill him. Y'all ready to burn him at the stake. You calling them all types of names. You unfollowing them. You don't care what they're doing for their community. Nothing. If you support Trump, F you, I hate you so much, etc., etc. But all the people under the post, all the Trump supporters, when I said I was going to vote for Kamala, it was all love anyway. They was like, well, we still support what you're doing. We still going to donate. We still love the work, even though you don't have to support Donald Trump, etc., etc. So I've only received hate from the people that call themselves the tolerant side, the side that's supposed to be about love, the side that's supposed to that's not about hate. But it's crazy because anytime somebody doesn't agree with you, all you spew is hate. All you give is hate. So it's funny how everybody who call themselves Democrats, you have turned into what you accuse the Republicans of being.
Retarded. Trash. Garbage. What's up, DJ Fruit Loop? No, I'm not going to play this one. Just letting you know, Megan Thee Stallion got paid $5 million for her performance at the Democratic Kamala Harris rally in Atlanta, Georgia. $5 million. Well, FDA, Big Pharma, and Food and Drug Administration, CDC, are about to get a rude awakening come January 20th, and I'm all here for it because the shit they're putting in our food, the way they're addicting young minds to these SSRIs, pretty much fucking them up from a very young age because we need to make sure you're being coddled. The real world is really not hard as long as you take these pills. And if you're having a hard time, you can go over to this room and just cry. Yeah, they're called cry rooms. There should be at every university we have. Well, most universities.
Donald Trump has said that he would put you in charge of the public health agencies. What exactly does that look like?
Well, he's been very specific in what he said. He wants me to do three things. One, clean up the corruption of the agencies, particularly the conflicts of interest that have turned those agencies into captive agencies for the pharmaceutical industry and the food industry, the other industries that they're supposed to be regulating. Number two, to return those agencies to the gold standard science, the empirically based, evidence-based medicine that they were famous for when I was a kid. And number three, to make America healthy again, to end the chronic disease epidemic. And President Trump has told me that he wants to see measurable, concrete results within 2 years in terms of a measurable diminishment.
Remember, Trump is a party of, racism and, white supremacy. But he's putting people in charge that, not party, bipartisan, only people that will follow him. Well, RFK did not follow him. RFK actually did not like him at one point. But RFK realized that there's only one presidential candidate that was actually willing to meet and have a conversation and open dialogue. And, well, we got RFK. About to be in head of... They should put him in the Department of Health. I think they did. My bad.
and child chronic disease among American kids.
Here. You notice that? I literally didn't know why they were doing that, and I actually asked, because why not? And they weren't really upset. I was like, okay. I thought it maybe was a monkey thing, but I was wrong. Next. Ooh. Sometimes Alex posts some really good meltdowns as well. I don't know what the fuck this piercing is on her nose. Shit. I must have fucked up. I don't know what the hell's wrong with this girl, but now they're calling Kamala. No, just kidding. Now my brain's starting to get scattered. Wait till we get to the TikTok videos. TikTok videos are going to be very educated.
I'm going to put my tinfoil hat on here because something feels fucking weird. And I like...
Ah, yes. I remember this crazy now. We'll continue.
Like, I have avoided saying something, one, because everyone's talking about it, but I don't want to stoop to that level, but something feels fucking weird. I'm one of the people who woke up in the middle of the night of election night just feeling a weird feeling, and I spent all day Thursday with a horrible fucking headache, like sleeping all day, only waking up to throw up, and I've seen other people say that shit as well. Something is fucking weird, and I love a conspiracy person just as much as the next, but I really do believe that something is weird going on. So,
like,
I don't want to get my hopes up, but I'm kind of hopeful. I don't know. I feel like something's going to happen. I'm going to put my tinfoil hat on here because something feels fucking...
Yeah, something did happen. A fucking red tidal wave. That happened. Oh, here we go. So, the profile pic, the background, it all rooted somewhere. I'm not going to go find the real fucking article, because why? Because I already know it's true. And little did you know that it's actually out there in the TikTok world, which is crazy because you'd think that they would not make videos like this stay on the platform. But the reason why is because the content creator is because he's black.
I know everybody and their mother has been excited to see this movie because I have. But y'all, this is disturbing. The brand Mattel released this doll ages 4 and up for kids. And the back of the box is linked to a adult website, y'all. Whose PR team needs to get fired? Who on the staff needs to go? Because somebody gotta go. Y'all are too big of a brand, too much money. Long white money. I'm sorry. The truth is the truth. Y'all really messed up with this one. So, like, if you're a parent for real, I'm just telling y'all as a heads up, wait until they fix their PR mess up to get y'all's baby girl or boy this doll, because they don't need to be seeing all this. This is not a
Even I know what Wicked.com was. I mean, I don't know why. Wicked's actually from like 20 plus years ago. They just keep getting new actresses. Not that I would know. That's allegedly. That's what I heard 20 years ago. All right, what we got now? Oh, okay. This is how I know I'm retarded. Because I was told by a purple-haired monstrosity that I'm retarded. And if you're here and you supported Trump, sorry to tell you, but you're retarded like me.
So did anybody else also know that only the swing states flipped red? Like nothing flipped blue, but everything flipped red.
Huh.
None of the swing states were blue.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that's like never happened in history.
Oh. You did make history.
Really amazing.
More
fascinating trivia, I guess.
And why is Trump so quiet?
Because he won.
Why didn't Elon show up to his hearing today?
Because he won.
Something going on there? Something happening? Maybe a little bit of fraud?
Oh, I know DJ.
Maybe?
I know for a fact.
So did anybody else also know that only the swing states flipped red? Like nothing flipped blue. But everything flipped red.
I hate it when fucking X just keeps it playing. Oh. For those that you already know that I've already talked about, Oprah Winfrey. Oprah. I noticed that town hall meeting you had with Kamala Harris. There wasn't really that many unscripted questions. Because obviously we know you may or may not have had the questions in advance, or we saw your teleprompter. Why would Oprah let something like that happen?
Hey Oprah, good morning. How are you, darling? You looking very good. How do you think the election went?
Not talking about the election, thank you very much.
Oh, is it true that they paid you $1 million for the endorsement for Kamala?
Not true.
Not true, okay.
I was paid nothing, ever.
What do you think about all the celebrities with their mass exodus?
I'm not talking about
Do you think Prince Harry's gonna lose his visa now that Trump's president? Thank you, Oprah. Hey Oprah, good morning.
But, Oprah was...
How are you, darling?
You
looking very good.
Bringing peace and unity. He just asked a simple question. $1 million. Huh. Remember when Bill Gates donated $50 million like a week or two before the election? I do. Do you remember when she spent $1 billion on her campaign? I do. Did you know that she's $20 million in debt because of that campaign? I do. What happens when some of these donations, these big money donors are like, wait a second, you said you were going to win. Fuck, I want my money back. Promises unkept. Damn, that would fucking suck, right? I mean, she did it to herself. In theory. Next. Here we go. All right. Now we're finally moving on away from that kind of lunacy. We're going to switch into another kind of lunacy. A lunacy where in a world of educational systems, and you either think my way or just not my way, or you get the fuck out of my classroom. I guess when you aren't brainwashed in our high school, they get really mad at you. What's up, Big Moose? They get mad at you. So what happens when a white kid starts schooling all their teachers on Donald Trump? Good morning, Jilly. Wait, did I say white kid? I think I might have messed that up.
I said besides that.
What do you mean besides that? There is no besides.
Besides that, what else? I know that's the only thing y'all worried about, Get abortions, don't have sex. Next question.
Get abortions, don't have sex. Okay. It's a pretty good concept for a kid in high school.
If a transgender man says that they are a man, they should be respected. And they should be able to have that health care.
No, I'm talking about, I said besides, we talked about the abortion already. Can we talk about anything else that y'all don't agree with?
Immigrants?
On the Project 25.
Immigrants?
Keep them immigrants don't need to be over here. We need our money and jobs.
It's a based little kid, right? All right. There's like 10 of these videos, I guess because, he had to break it up for TikTok. Should have done a reel. You can do 3-minute reels now.
So it's just abortion.
You know that taxes are going to be raised, right? And that's more money out of your parents.
Taxes are going to be raised.
Well, good. Parents need to learn a way to make more money anyway. Back to the
Your
question.
pocket's too
Anything
money.
else? You said something about LGBTQ. What is that?
They deserve to have the same rights as other people do. They need to be treated like humans. If a transgender man says that they want to have a sex change and to be changed into a man. They should have that right. They should literally have that right. And
they kind of do have that right. Their right is not to do it under 18 years of age, and their right is not to have it paid for by the U.S. taxpayers. That's their right.
Yeah, I ain't gonna add no comment on that one because y'all ain't gonna like what I'm gonna say. But what else?
Oh, I said it.
we're basically gonna become slaves to men.
But honestly, if we being honest, no fucking man, we might as well lay it on the plate. I don't agree with it, man. Transgender people can have rights. I mean, how can he take away their right? I mean, don't get me wrong. The American dream, not all. Put the camera on me.
That's pretty close to what I just said. This kid is pretty fucking based. Just saying.
But do I agree with LGBTQ? Not gonna add my comment. But what else? I'm just not gonna add my comment on that because I'm saving myself some trouble. What else? We talked about abortions, immigrants, and LGBTQ. That's all y'all gotta say about Project 25. See, out of all the things that was on that list, they only pointed out 3 flaws. That means the list was perfect. And I feel like we also should have the purge.
And they're gonna ban books.
I don't read. I don't read.
They're gonna ban our books. That mentions
Good, that's less work. What is y'all complaining about? Kamala Harris wants to give us 3 more hours of school, y'all.
What?
Like you gotta pay for college, you gotta pay for high school.
Duh, we pay for that anyway. I got school fees right now for eating lunch.
Yes, Slarp, it's a lifelong decision, and I've often said these people that do transition, the reason that they want them to transition is because they become a lifelong patient. Lifelong, because they got to take those medications. They got to keep getting that shit checked out, in case that axe wound decides it wants to close up. And they have to keep that bitch open somehow, or one way or another. And they're never really happy ever again. They don't tell you that part.
Trump needs to present this, bro. I'm standing on business about it. What else? Y'all worried about books? I probably don't even read books. I watch Netflix.
You're 1 out of 1 million people that don't read.
No, I'm 3 billion out of 1 million that don't read books. Nobody read books. We watch Netflix and YouTube, yo. Nobody even work. I search it up. Not in your class, Mr. Lopez. Now what else? Y'all only pointed out 4 flaws, yo. It's truly, y'all see that red? Put the board. Look at that red.
Put the real red up there.
Project 25. What's the pros of it?
Nothing.
Nothing. There's no pros.
No.
No.
Well, actually,
They all pros. I thought you said one stuff.
not all of them.
And Kamala Harris wanted to add 3 more hours of school. Y'all wanted that next year? Keep it buck. Right, and no voices. Now, nobody wants 3 hours of extra school. She better give me a 5-day weekend there.
Did they say Zamunda?
Oh, man, I won clearly because Trump is in the right. Huh? Look at Trump, man. Go, yo. I'm kidding you. But this needs to be, Trump needs to present this, bro. I'm standing on business about it. What else?
Standing on business. Maybe that's why the kid got sent to the principal's office. There's more.
This country is going to get fixed. That's why it's not going to be the same.
You know he didn't give y'all that tax money? Congress.
Yes, it
He didn't give y'all no money. I know y'all no checks.
She crying? Oh my fucking god. Is someone crying? Can't make fun of kids, right? That would be fucked up, right? This kid's reality is being shattered by real reality. Starts with the parents.
Bro, Trump is not going to share anything. He fixed everything. You see the China war just ended. Less than... What rights are he taking away? What rights are he taking away?
And Obama spoke too.
What rights is Trump taking
Trump did
away
not
from
help
you
this
women?
country.
That's what I'm trying to understand.
He's helping the rights of our body.
How?
What do you mean?
He can't even take abortions away. That's up to the government.
We don't know that.
Trump
I'm
don't
taking
do
his
that.
phone away.
Mr. Lopez, you know Trump can't take abortions away. That's up to the government.
He said he would put a punishment on recording.
You wanna fuck that mine? My phone is not fucking recording. Your ass a
He
goofy.
publicly said that he's against abortions already.
I watched the fuck.
Yes, he did.
I ain't doing shit.
Okay, cool. Did you do your research?
Did you do your? Yes, we have. He's taken away our rights.
What right?
And our education. Did you not hear him?
No.
Did you not?
What he's going to do with the Department of Education is get rid of it. Because this standard all across the country, it's not a good standard because it's deceitful, right? And the fact that he wants kids to go to high schools, which I totally agree with this, kids going to high schools that fit their school of choice, per se. Like my daughter, her high school offered a medical assistant program for the seniors. So my daughter got it, passed all the requirements, so the day she graduated high school, she already knew she had the certification. She would be able to walk straight into the workforce as a medical assistant. Straight out of high school. She's still going to college, but that could have been like a part-time job. But she still works medical. She works at a pharmacy, and that certification alone actually helped her get a little bit more of a pay increase, pay raise. Not pay raise, increase. So that part I agree in.
What right? Answer the question. What right? What right did he take? No, I'm on the first question. Is y'all keep bringing up right? What right is he taking away from women?
No one can answer
What
that.
right is he taking away from women?
It isn't going to be funny.
Answer me.
It isn't going to be funny when Trump actually takes office and starts to implement.
Trump is doing good things for us.
Implement what? It's weird because the teacher is going to spread that misinformation. And then when you have a kid that looks like he knows a little more than what they teach, they get upset. But okay, we'll continue.
What right is he taking away from women?
Don't like your race. He will spit on you. He don't even like
What right is he taking?
See, another misconception. She's saying that he's going to spit on him because he's black. Okay, that's what they're teaching in school and on TV and in the rap songs and from, well, the entire campaign.
Taking away from women.
TikTok.
He don't like none of us. He don't even like his own race.
What right is he taking away from women? Y'all still not answering my question. I've been asking for like 5 minutes. What was the answer?
What was it?
Y'all brought up education once I asked that question. Because y'all don't even know what y'all talking about. Y'all just go on Twitter, look at what they say, and just run with it.
Myron, you go on Twitter. I watched the debate. I heard everything.
Y'all thought he was taking away abortions. He can't even do that.
Myron, what debate did you watch?
He's so stupid.
The same one as you?
Yes, please look at the Chromebook. So I want to see what right he's taking. Let me search it up.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what right he's taking away from women.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what right he's taking away from women. Let's watch it.
Okay, let's see what he's giving you when he is.
No, what right is he taking away from women?
Let's see what he's doing for.
Because they said that.
Yeah, let the teacher put it on the board, and then you look up your own stuff. That wasn't the right to abortion.
It's not when you.
Handpicked the Supreme Court justices that overturned.
Nigga, it's not on you. You'll be moving back.
Been law for 50 years.
Donald Trump wasn't president when it got overturned. Right. He did have the majority of the Supreme Court, which he appointed he appointed enough. Still, he did not take away anybody's rights to an abortion. Whether you're a woman, biological woman, trans woman, trans man, feline, Schurz, X's. Can't really keep going on. I'm running out of puns. Shits.
Said it publicly, he's against that. And y'all also said Project 25. He also said publicly he's not going to do no Project 25.
He's a liar. Do you believe him? He said, nigga,
y'all only want Kamala Harris.
Your body, my choice. That's what Nick.
Why do you need an abortion? Why do you?
That's what Nick Fuentes said. That's what he said. That's not what Donald Trump said. But just like in the video yesterday, if it was really about your body, my choice, a man having control over a woman's body, remember what they said yesterday? Then none of y'all would be fat. Women would be fit. Right? Come on.
Why do you care about abortion?
And I would require everyone to be natural.
Women get pregnant. Women our ages get pregnant.
Is you getting pregnant? Is you getting pregnant? Did you get pregnant once?
I shouldn't have to fear that though.
Are you even a? You probably a virgin.
You have the fear of not being able to get an abortion while you're in high school. Let that sink in. What that chick just said. You really want to have an abortion in high school? And if you're in high school, what's the probability that it's an adult male? I'm pretty sure it's pretty high.
I'm worried about the wrong things, yo. Abortion is number one of y'all list. We got wars. People trying to have war with us, and y'all worried about abortion. Okay, but Mr. Lopez, they talking about abortion. They not talking about how Trump ended the China war within less than 24 hours of him being in office. The China war is already.
Well, literally, a lot of these countries that are currently in conflicts, to include the enemies, quote unquote, have all started saying, "Oh fuck, we've got 69 days to get right." And a lot of these countries are deciding they want to start having peace talks. Countries have been starting to push away terrorists, telling them we don't want you here. Is that such a bad thing? I don't think so. Why would peace be a bad thing? It's bad for the military-industrial complex. It's bad for all these bureaucrats that are going to make money. Yeah, some of those Republicans did it too.
Ended, and y'all want to keep bringing up abortion.
Myron, that doesn't fucking matter.
The more and more I say that, this is crazy. We couldn't even have a Walkman out in class. The only time we would be able to is if it was during standardized testing, and you had to be completely done. And that was only on the last day of testing.
I'm not even having sex. Like, look at y'all.
It don't matter if we was.
Then we have to take turns.
Yeah.
And you have to be respectful of each other. And when it becomes too emotional and too controversial,
here, put the camera.
No free flower.
So what right is he taking away from women? Y'all still ain't answering.
Shut up, the girl that started everything. It's over.
Let's focus on the antebellum era during the Civil War, the origins of the Civil War.
Yeah, let's focus on that. People don't want to talk about how Trump is a good president.
Well,
He's dumb.
isn't it funny?
It's not funny. I'm dead serious.
I hope not. They don't even like you. They said
What right is he taking away from women?
don't like your.
He doesn't like his shoes? Did he say she doesn't like his shoes? Or he doesn't like his... I don't know. I'm just making shit up at this point.
Is an amazing president.
I'm sure he is, Myron.
doing a lot for our country already.
Look at your grades. Look at
Stop the war. Kamala Harris was gonna get bullied.
I'm
She's gonna get bullied by the other countries. Let's be honest. And y'all keep worried about abortions. And
Oh, we know she would be bullied.
It's biggest problems than the LGBTQ and abortions,
You're
y'all.
only saying that because you're a woman, but you don't want to say how Trump had a whole fucking fit when he didn't get to become president last time. So
Well, it's because it was fucking stolen.
Yes, that's why. It's because she's a woman.
She's just
And we know it's even more and more every day that fucking election was stolen, right? 20 million votes. Actually, I think it's down to 10 million votes now because they had to make it look like, ooh, we can't make it look like it was that bad of a conspiracy.
Bad candidate for president.
How do you know that? You don't even know her argument.
You don't know, yo.
You don't even know her.
And she was supposed to go meet up with the HBCU, but she didn't do that.
Wait, so he's saying he doesn't even know Harris's argument. You just stated his case and proved it.
Because they lost, because she lost.
Bro, you guys listen to rappers who are felons and you donate money to them by buying their shit.
I can't argue with nobody who didn't do their research. What research did you do?
Y'all didn't do no research. If you did research, you would know that Trump is not being
serious before I go in.
Their research is TikTok. Whoa! Whoa!
What women do I talk about? We're on her side. What women do I talk about?
Dude, I would have been sent to the office by now.
Talking, yo. Talking, yo.
Talking about anybody.
Right, everybody, not just women. I'm not getting emotional. I'm just staying facts.
Well, the election was.
Not in the video.
The election was what?
You asked the children that be putting the camera on you, niggas trying to pose.
On your own. And
No, this didn't happen. I wasn't here yesterday.
certainly one of the.
I don't know if he's serious, so if I should be a runner or not.
See this? I really think he's taking away abortions. He never said he was taking away abortions.
Bro. Now I'm saying this. Yo, that teacher would have had a fit. I would have fit. The class would have gotten quiet as fuck. Times have changed. I remember being paddled for being a fucking little shit.
Attention have you paid? How are you feeling now that it's reaching end? So, if we're gonna have a discussion, about the put your phones away, all right? Because if Mr. Page and others come walking through here, or if teachers come walking through here and they walk in here and they take your phone from you, it's gonna ruin your day.
Yo, if it's your classroom and another teacher walks in and they take the phone away, what's that fucking say about you as a teacher?
If we are going to discuss issues such as the election, then we have to be respectful of each other, we have to be tolerant, we have to be mature about it.
Not in a freaking video.
Isn't funny because
Is it amazing?
Almost done, guys. Oh, maybe not. Oh, shit.
We having a debate. She said they taking away the laws. I just asked what women laws is he taking away?
Rights. Rights, not laws.
issues such as the election, then we do so in a respectful, where we're tolerant
Yo, listen.
of each other's
He told them to put their phones away. This is what's even funnier. And he said if another teacher walks in, they might take your phone away. Look at the girl behind the kid he's talking to.
And we're not just going to instigate and provoke a person. One of our classmates, or try to make light of an issue, because
What's wrong with voting for Trump?
that we could, well, just listen, that we could still be friends after the election. I said, no, we can't.
You stop being friends with us
Hey.
and teacher. I'm way more.
Wow.
Bro. Voted for them because they.
This is our life. He's saying you can still be respectful and that you can still have mutual terms with that person despite others having different sides to other people.
He literally said that he voted
He just said his friends, those that he hang with,
are no longer his friends.
He said they asked you is you still gonna be cool after this? Right or wrong. So what are you talking about, ma'am?
No, Dad, again, let's not single anybody out, Myron.
No, because he said that's not what you said. I'm like, what are you talking about?
She said anything.
Everybody entitled to their own opinion now.
Right. So
Right.
why would you cut somebody off because they voted for Trump?
He didn't say, well, he can do
But
what
you
he
can't
wants.
dominate the discussion.
I never said you could.
If you want to have some input to the dialogue, then you have to do so in a respectful manner and to be tolerant of each other's views. Now, just because I think I expected that our country citizens were more decent.
Because they voted for Trump, they're not?
Yes.
What?
Wow.
Jared.
He's a messed up person.
Wow.
Our citizens not decent because they voted for Trump?
You have your views, and I have mine.
You're not supposed to share yours.
So if I have friends that tell me that, oh, MAGA, I can't be friends with them.
Because he voted for Trump.
Exactly.
What?
You don't get it. It's
Some
like you
people
don't
can't have
surround
their
yourself
own
by
opinion.
somebody who
Trump
doesn't-
is a good president. Some of y'all are blindsided by what y'all hear
Damn.
on the internet. So y'all get on here, hey, y'all act like Americans.
At all.
Dude, I can't believe that teacher literally said that. Now that the kid's known to be a Trump supporter, what's going to happen him in class? How's it going to reflect on his grade? I mean, I don't know if he's a good kid or a bad kid, but the fact that, the conversation we had and the teacher is pushing his views, saying that if you are a Trump supporter, you're, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, shit, it begins with an I. Fuck it. You're bad too.
What he said on the internet.
Like, come on.
Not what we hear.
Y'all acting like he's just the baddest person in the
It's
world.
what
Y'all
he
act like
said.
he's Hitler.
Myron, you express yourself, you express your views, that's enough now. You have to be respectful of other people and be tolerant of their views as well.
But you're not.
So now, you expressed your point, you made your point, that's enough. You just can't dominate the discussion. It's emotional for people. One high school had counseling sessions for their students because students were becoming traumatized by the election of Trump.
Yeah, it's amazes me how an election traumatized half this country. A lot of those people don't know what trauma is. So I don't know how it would traumatize them.
And, here it is right here. We're looking at an article where a high school had made counselors available because students were
Weak.
just becoming traumatized by the election of Donald Trump.
What are they so scared of?
You're going to see.
They keep talking about.
I can no longer be friends with them is because they know what he's about. We've experienced 4 years of it already with Trump. 1 million people died under COVID. So,
The COVID is not Trump's fault.
More people died under Biden than Trump during COVID, and they were still pushing the vaccine.
What?
oh no, but for Trump,
Yo, what?
But for Trump to respond in a way that he suggests that citizens should inject bleach.
Oh my God, did this teacher really just fucking say that? This teacher literally just pushed misinformation to high school students. This teacher should not have a job.
Throw these claims and can't explain how.
Reach into their.
Throw these claims and can't explain how. What female laws is he taking away? I still haven't heard about that. How is he evil? How is it his fault? No, didn't y'all just say y'all never gave me a direct answer about what
Yeah,
law
when he asked that question, the only response is, "We already told you. We answered the question already." Well, it should be real easy to repeat it.
Don't get loud with them if you want them to respect your
because they said they answered it and they never answered it.
The right to abortion. Men do not.
Trump expressed
No, it's what he said on the internet.
Like, come on,
not what we hear.
It's not what he said on the internet. Right, Juniper? That's why I prefer finding the whole videos, because there's way more to it than, you know, what you'll see. Did I already play part 9?
Who are conservative justices.
Yeah, I already did play part 9. Oh, this is part 10. Duh.
There's no
abortion is not getting taken away.
There's no law. It's illegal. There's current cases where young girls have died trying to get an abortion.
One case. And it was the abortion pill.
Mom was saying it's not just about having sex at a young age.
Right.
Yo.
Women can also get sexually assaulted by men.
Yeah.
Under 1%, about 1% of abortions are because somebody got raped. Other than that, that is not, like, come on now, yo. That's not the main reason people get abortions. Y'all get abortions because y'all are unresponsible and y'all just want to throw away the fetus that's in y'all body because y'all know y'all did the wrong thing and y'all do not want to take care of your responsibilities. Come on now, yo.
Women that have gotten raped and sexually assaulted by men, and that's all.
I just said about a 1% of people that get abortions have been raped.
You're disgusting.
Yo, you're crying for nothing. Do your research. Search up.
Stop already. That's enough.
Because she's
not
stating facts.
Sit quietly. You made your point. Now just sit quietly. Now you're doing it intentionally.
I'm not doing it intentionally. She don't know what she's talking. I'm trying to educate her.
Pregnancy to term? No. This is a free country. Everybody. Well, you're going to find out how restrictive and repressive this country is going to become under Trump.
Why is he pushing this in school?
Right. Just 1% of women obtained an abortion because they became pregnant through rape. Like I said. Now what? Y'all keep talking about abortions. Only 1% of women that got abortions that have been raped.
They don't like the fact.
No, shut up. Look at that, because you told me to show you. You told me to show you when I found it. Read it.
People die
Tell her to read it.
All right. How many women have died from abortions? Or have died because they needed an abortion? I forgot what I was talking about.
Y'all claiming like every person.
I don't know if it sounded good in my head or came out bad.
That's not the case.
Have you ever read a book in your life, Myron?
And he's not even taking away abortions.
I'm here and send you to ADR because you're doing it intentionally.
Come on, yo. I'm done with the conversation.
We're right. We're done.
I just have to prove my point.
Now shut up. Whatever works for you.
Whoa. Whoa. I'll tell you right now, if a teacher ever spoke like to my kid like that, we'd have problems. And I've gone to the school.
We're right. We're done.
I just have to prove my point.
Now shut up. Whatever works for you.
Y'all just the rules.
Go ahead. Yeah. Where are you going?
Just the rules. Jared, put the camera on. Just the lose.
No, there's.
Don't take nothing he says serious. He's just trying to get his 15 minutes.
Oh, that's a teacher, at Mom. That old man you hear? Yeah, that's their teacher. Not the girl that keeps crying. She's up front.
That ain't my paper, yo.
Oh yeah, can you put that up for me though?
Come.
Fine Trump.
Yo, man.
Fine Trump.
Trump is a great president.
I'm sorry. He's disrespectful towards boys.
I mean, if you think he was trolling like that girl said, then why did he have actual facts? And here's the update.
So, third period, I get called to the office to talk. I'm not in trouble. They said he's gonna suffer consequences, so we will be getting our justice, Trump 2024. But as we're walking in his class last period of the day, he kicked us out before we even got to his class, and he put an F in the grade book for us on an assignment that we didn't get a chance to do. But the principal said he's gonna do something about it when we got kicked out. And yeah, we got justice, man. And here go the cameraman.
We ain't got that much justice again. We walk into the class last period of the day. He talking about go to ABR. As soon as we walk up in the classroom, we got mouth to deal with that shit, bro. And he said, because your phone out. My phone in my pocket. And they be tripping out headphones, too. I put my headphones in my pocket, too. He talking about go to ABR and Myron, too. But the whole time, it was another girl that went, like
right after us.
Like 30 seconds right after us or something like that. He ain't make her go nowhere. And then it was like 3 girls in the classroom that had their phone out.
And he had his mad face on, man.
Bro. He was looking us dead. He was looking at us dead in our face.
So yeah, he sent us to detention, but
you know what I'm really curious about? Not the fact that it's because the kid was spitting facts, right? What if the teacher was upset because we know it wasn't because he's a liberal, but you never know. Is it because the kids were black? Black men. And he's upset. Black men voted for Donald Trump, so he's going to be your typical liberal. He's probably a Peter Puffer on top of that. And if you don't like the opinion that just happens to have factual data other than he said it, nah, bruh. Kid's smart. And I feel like the kid is either maybe 9th, 10th grade. Kid's smart. And they don't want kids like that. Obviously. Because if kids act up, maybe you think about it. Maybe that's why we always got in trouble. Like, I was always in trouble in high school. I was always in the principal's office. Literally had my own seat in the assistant principal's office. It is what it is. See, Juniper, I see little clips, and I was like, there's got to be more. There's got to be more to this. And 9 times, or not 9 times, well, going to be 7 out of 10 times. Oh, there's way more. And it just, people should have played the whole video to see the teacher blow up. That was fucking ridiculous. And him pushing the bleach thing. The bleach. Fucking teachers like that are ridiculous. Now I know why the schools are fucked up and the kids don't know anything other than what they're told. They're not just learning it from TikTok. They're not learning it from Twitch. They're learning it from school. Because I'm not telling you how to think. Because that would make me just like those fucking teachers in the school. Misinformation being pushed out to young minds that are still absorbing shit. Brains aren't fully developed yet. I'm just telling y'all to think. Now, if you haven't, like, share, leave a comment, whatever the fuck y'all want to do, because it's America. America, goddammit.